Green. Fuck nigga.
Nice, Yuli. Nice shot, Yuli.
Ryan, it's night now.
Yuli. Yuli.
Oh. No way that worked. Fuck out of here. Oh. First putback.
Oh my
Only
god,
because they
niggas
not
threw that.
passing it. That nigga was definitely in front of you though.
Nigga, why do we suck?
Hey.
Mhm.
Dumbass nigga. Dumbass nigga. The fuck up.
Fat bitch.
Oof. Dumbass nigga. Green. That was kind of deep, but it was a good shot though.
Yeah, that was deep as fuck. I had to shoot it. Good putback. We need to stop, bro. Oh my god.
I
I
can't, I'm
use the meter for
scared.
free throws, I ain't gonna lie.
Move over, Angel. Top. Angel.
There's something funny, bro? I'm lucky I couldn't take that for the isolation. That was mine. Oh, I was about to fade away and then he ran up on me.
Green. Fuck nigga.
Niggas don't want to see me
Post
with their
demon.
BBs. Niggas
Post
don't want to see me with their
demon. And I got a
BBs.
block. Fuck you talking about? Those. Uh.
So,
Uh.
Andrew, the
ISO.
fuck you at? Crazy part. I didn't even flop. I got pushed, actually.
Oh. Cannon.
You better
Hey.
fucking score that. Wow, nigga.
I have a
Go
cannon,
nuts.
nigga. Oh yeah.
Oh, you should have fucking let him have that so I could have blocked that like LeBron. I hate niggas.
It was open though.
Nigga, what?
But it was a bad pass.
I'm not gonna lie. I would have got mad. You're right. Ooh, finish that. Tough. Nigga, I'm gonna lie, bro. Nigga definitely treached you out right there. I'm not gonna.
In his
That
face.
was that was wild. That was wild.
Green. Fuck nigga.
Fuck you talking about, fuck nigga?
Green fuck nigga.
Chill, Yuli.
Green fuck nigga.
Oh my still, that's crazy.
That splash was splash splash.
Yuli is the Michael Porter Jr. of our team. That's what I've come to terms with.
Nuh-uh, I passed, nigga. I even got the playmaker takeover. What the fuck? I ain't passing now though. Green. Fuck you talking about?
Almost. Oh my god, it's supposed to be a Euro step. Weak sauce.
Oof. Oh. Oh. Bitch. You a liar, you a cheater, you a can evil.
The fuck was that, son?
No ball. Don't care about the law. Oh, imagine. Splash.
Third. Niggas not giving me the ball to then giving me the one shot I can't time. That's crazy. That's
Dumbass nigga.
Oh. Why is that animation so funny? This isn't on the Nuggets anymore, right?
That's a shot too. Uh-huh. Lean back. Lean back. Fuck out of here.
Oh. I could tell. Right here, Jeff. Okay.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Yuli the Dawn, aka Harlem Dawn, and today I'm gonna show you my 6'10 KD build in NBA 2K26. Alright, so let's get to it. Right here, you got 6'10 power forward, 211 pounds, 6'11 wingspan. Alright, so here we go. I got 89 driving dunk for that pro contacts off one, along with the 78 vert. Okay. The standing dunk stays at 59. I went 82 post control. You only really need 79. I went 82 because eventually I'm going to add 2 cap breakers to get that Hall of Fame post fade phenom. But you don't need that. That's just a personal preference. 83 three-pointer for the limitless on bronze. That's all you need. 92 midi. I did that for jump shots and gold Deadeye. If you get 93 midi, you have to lower the wingspan by 1, and that'll give you Hall of Fame set shot specialist, which I don't think is necessary, but if that's what you like, you could do that. 77 pass accuracy. 76 gives you versatile visionary on silver. I went 77 because you get the De'Aaron Fox pass style. I also added cap breakers to this. I'm going to show you that in a bit. 75 ball handle. That's a sweet spot for bigs, in my opinion. That you get KD animations at 70, I believe. You get pro animations and some Paulo Banquero animations. 68 speed with ball. I did this for lightning launch on bronze. And at 65, you get the KD dribble style, which is my preferred dribble style. If you don't care for either of those, go with a 55. You'll get Giannis dribble style, and that's considered the meta. But I prefer KD. Alright? 84 block. I always go 84 block for that silver paint patroller. 73 steal for that silver interceptor. This is also something that I'm willing to lower. Right? If you, let's say you want a high rebound, you could go 60 just for bronze interceptor or something, but I want 73. 73 perimeter defense. It's for that pig dodger, but mostly for immovable enforcer, challenger, off-ball pass, right? 74 interior defense just to get post lockdown on bronze. I mean, if you care about that, whatever. You could lower this so you could just get the paint patroller on silver. 80 defensive rebound. This build gets dogged on boards, right? Like you'll be able to box out with this 83 strength, but people are probably jumping over you. All right, this is not a build you want if you specifically want to focus on boards. And I mean, you could make this work if you put rebounding specialization, but I put shooting on this, which I will also show you later. 80 speed. You don't get slippery off ball this year, unfortunately. I could have sworn you get it last year at 6'10", but I might be misremembering. But that's fine. 74 agility. I just wanted the highest agility I could get, right? I also use cap breakers on this, which I'm going to show you in a bit, all right? So let's get to that. Here you're going to get shades of Andre Kirilenko, AK-47, all-time Jazz, AD from the Mavs, Evan Mobley from the Cavs, all right? You're going to start out with the archetype name, shot erasing 3-level creator, all right? Let's look at the weaknesses. I already touched on this. Not a very good offensive rebounder. If you have a squad, right, you're going to be playing the power forward. Tell your center to put offensive rebound. You'll have that 80 defensive rebound, and it evens out, all right? Lacks explosiveness under basket. This is not true whatsoever. I guess it says that because you don't have standing dunk and your close shot is in the 80s. That's not necessary. That's not going to be your play style on this build, all right? Strengths, knockdown mid-range shooter. Of course, he's KD. Lethal transition dunker. Yep, you get that pro contacts off 2 and off 1. Elite timing on blocks. You get that silver high flying denier, silver paint patroller. So you'll be able to get blocks consistently. Stretches the floor effectively. Of course, you're the shooter, bro. You're KD. Alright, I hopped on my build. I'm going to show you my stats. On the bottom left, you're going to see I have a different archetype name. I got that for putting cap breakers on agility. I put 1 cap breaker, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, 1 cap breaker on agility. Well, first, I used my first 4 cap breakers on pass accuracy, right? I went 77. I wanted more pass styles. I put pass accuracy. Then I put 1 on driving layup. I'm going to put more eventually because I want different Euro steps, right? But you can put it on driving dunk. You could put it on post control. Like I said, eventually I'm going to put 84 post control, all right? The mid-range maxed out. I went shooting specialization. And with my first shooting cap breaker, I put that on agility. So you could put it on physicals. You don't have to put it on shooting. I don't feel it's necessary to put it on 3 if you went with an 83 3-pointer. Because the next best badge is silver limitless at 89 3-pointer. And you clearly can't get 89 3-pointer here. So, yeah. You don't need it anyway. Plus 2 with speed with ball, you could get pro dribble style. Not a fan, but you could do that. And you could also put the vert up, okay? And if you want to even out your rebounding, you can put offensive rebound up to 80, if that's what you like. Alright? Let me show you the archetype names. So I said you get shot erasing 3-level creator off rip. When I put my cap breakers on pass accuracy, it gave me this one, 3-level 0.4 eraser. Super tough if you ask me. And then when I put it on agility, it gave me speedy offensive engine, right? So personally, I like the original name the most, but I'm rocking this one for now, the speedy offensive engine. Okay. Build specialization, I went shooting. You know, you get the badge perks and the cap breakers. I'm going to use the cap breakers on physicals. I don't need it for shooting. If you want, you could put it on free throw. I don't need higher than a 70, but like if that really bothers you, you can put it on free throw. I wouldn't, but that's an option. Okay. Let me show you the badges. You can see I have max plus 2 on Deadeye. So I got that legend Deadeye. Max plus 1 on Rebound Chaser. You could also put this on Box Out Beast. That's probably preferred. But I'm just testing things out. Okay. I got max plus 2 on Shifty Shooter. You could also put this on Lightning Launch. Gold is a sweet spot, I heard. But I don't need it any higher than bronze. I don't even need it on bronze. Okay. If you want to do that, you can do that. You can also go playmaking specialization on this build, which I think is also viable. So you'll get the max plus 2 on that. Maybe you could max plus 2 ankle assassin. You get a lot of ankles on this build, even with a 75 and just bronze. Alright. These are my badge perks. That's what I have right now. I like to clutch gene my block badges, alright? Takeover. I'll show you my custom takeovers. This is the one I use the most. I call it post play shot. I use the sharp shooter ability. This is my favorite ability in the game. You don't get blur on this build, but I'd probably use this takeover anyway if I did get blur. But I put post control, mid-range shot, that gives me a 99 midi, and then ball handle. This is a mismatch demon. You're a power forward. You're going to be going against power forwards that are not as fast as you. So that ball handle really helps. And when you do get a matchup that is as fast as you, but is weaker, you're going to have that post control. You have options. You're a 3-level creator. You can do it all, alright? My second one is purely for defense, and I put playmaking, takeover. I get this one really quickly. If I just want to dime people, all I gotta do is play defense. I get my takeover in 2 possessions. All right, so that's viable. Uh, you only get this if you put the cap breakers on pass accuracy. You don't get this with the 77 pass accuracy. I got a driving dunk one. I don't use this one as much because poster machine is underwhelming. And also the driving dunk only goes up by 6. You could put ball handle on this too. I originally had ball handle instead of speed with ball, but I mean, it's whatever. Hydrated Demi. This is my strictly ball handle one with hydration hero. This is if you're like a dribble god. I'm not a dribble god. Like I get open and I shoot my shot, but like you'll definitely get ankles off of this. It's super noticeable. And then my animations. All right. Take a quick gander. I'm gonna show you my notable animations. All right. So my jump shot. Kevin Durant base. Lethal shooter release 1, Baluba release 2. I don't like having max speed. I think A is pretty good. I usually like to have A minus, but A is good enough for me this game. All right. So that's the jump shot I currently use. I'll show you a different one. Paolo Banchero base, same releases. Pretty good if you don't like KD. And then MPJ, same releases as well. Pretty good if you don't like KD, alright? Go-to shot, I don't use this as often, but I do like DeAndre Ayton. I think he's a very, very simple go-to shot. Dribble pull-up. You can use BAM, you can use basic, which is basically BAM, right? Some people like MPJ, some people like Dirk. I like Paolo. Paolo's a pretty good one. That's what I've been using the past like week or so. Alright, I used BAM at first. This is pretty good. If you want quick and simple, go with BAM. If you want like, you know, like, I don't know, I just like Paolo, okay? Hop jumper, I go with KD. I usually use this to dribble. I don't shoot off of it like I used to in 2K23 because it feels slower. I don't know, but you can cancel out of it. I think it's really good for canceling. Pascal Siakam is very simple, doesn't have anything too flashy. Jokic is pretty good. I don't like that one where he fades backwards. I don't like that one, but everything else pretty good. The only reason I don't use Jokic is because you can't cancel out of some of them. He gathers, and then you have to shoot it or pass out. But if that doesn't bother you, go with Jokic. I'll briefly go over the dunk styles. Same thing as last year, same thing as the year before. Quick, you want off foot, 1 foot moving dunks, you know, off ones, whatever you want to call it. I like windmills, those are my favorite flashy dunks. Big man tomahawks, if you want. You don't get straight arms. Like, when I think of KD dunking, I think of him doing straight arms, but you just don't get the attributes in this game. And if you went with a 95 driving dunk, it wouldn't be a KD build. You know I gotta put those baseline reverses, always, always. I got one back scratcher, just trying it out. I don't use back scratchers usually. But you get those pro contacts off 2, off 1. You don't really get standing dunks. It's alright. This is not the build for that. LeBron James dunk. Okay. Oops. You get Zion Elite Pro contact. Good enough for me. If you want to put a cat breaker on your standing dunk, you just need to put 1 on standing dunk and 1 on driving dunk. You'll get the Giannis oop, and you'll get Aaron Gordon. All right. Pass style, like I said, I put cat breakers. All right. But if you have a 77, go with the Aaron Fox. That's gonna be the best one for a 77. If you don't like the Aaron Fox, go with none. I think Sabonis has pretty good outlets. He might have good outlets. I didn't like his last year, but that's what I've heard. Right now I have an 86. I'm really liking Trae Young. A lot of people like Cade. It's okay. I'm not a fan of Jimmy's, but I hear people like his, so try it out. Personally, not a fan. Curry and Trae Young are the best for me and for the passes that I throw. I like to bounce pass a lot, and then I throw outlets. Tyrese Maxey is really good for bounce passes too, if you're specifically a bounce passer. KD dribble style, like I said, my preference. Or you could go with Giannis. Sig size up, I like Pro the most. I'm trying out Ben Simmons right now, but Pro is my favorite. Breakdown combo, I use this when I'm not close enough to the 3-point line to shoot, but I can get there. Like I said, you can max +2 or max +1 your limitless range, so you don't need to do this, but this is just what I like. Skate moves, Pro's pretty good, KD's pretty good. I prefer KD. Combo moves, Pro is pretty good, KD's pretty good. I prefer KD. For most of these, like 90% of these, Pro and KD are what you want, alright? Crossover. Some people use normal. Normal has the best tween going up the court. I think Pro has the best regular moving crossover going up the court. Right now I'm using Paolo. I like his too. His is slower than these two, but I like it just for comboing up. Not a fan of KD's, but it looks similar to Zach LaVine's. If that's what you like, go with that. Behind the back, Pro. For the moving behind the back and the momentum. The standing behind the back is mid. If you want a good standing one, go with normal. Spin, I don't do spins a lot. I got KD's on, but KD and Pro are decent enough for me. Hezzy, don't really like any of these, to be honest, but go with Pro or KD. Those are the top two. You don't get a lot of 6 at this height, so, I mean. Step back, I like Giannis. Giannis is my favorite. I'm using Pro right now, but I do like Giannis. I like Pro for that specific one, that moving step back. But for standing step back and straight step backs, I like Giannis. Kobe triple threat, of course, you got to go with the triple threat. All right. Post fade, KD. You can also go with Luka, but I like KD the most. You don't get Pro 2 on this build, unfortunately. Post hop shot, Luka, the best one, in my opinion. Yeah, he has a very similar animation to Kobe's. You don't get Kobe's on this build. If you did, I'd use Kobe instead. But they're not showing you all the animations, but Luka has a pretty good package. That's probably the worst animation in that package. You don't want to do that one, but trust me, he has a great package. Pause. Post go-to shot, I got T-Mac. I don't use this as often. I used it the first week of the game. It's pretty good, but I'd rather just do a post hop or a regular post fade. But T-Mac, you need a 60 post control. With this build, you definitely get it. And Chet Holmgren, this is the best one, hands down, for bigs. That's the one you want, 100%. It's better than AD. I have AD's favorited, but Chet is the best one, 100%. I guess you could use Drew Eubanks if you're more focused on offense. Don't use Bam. Bam is terrible. Chet Holmgren is good. Alright? So that's my build. Here's one last look. Like I said, when I get more cap breakers, I'm probably going to put it on driving layup for the Euros, of course. +2 post control. When I get my next shooting cap breaker, I'll put +2 vert, and then I might put something on defense. But this is about as good as it gets, you know? If you like this build, go with it. I enjoy it. And I hope y'all enjoy the video.